Всем привет, друзья! Мы продолжаем играть в Dragon Age The Veilguard. Мастерская. Улучшая снаряжение мастерской смотрителя, вы повышаете его характеристики. Если вы найдете дубликат предмета, который у вас уже есть, или купите его у торговца, это также повысит его характеристики и наделит предмет новыми свойствами. Попробуйте использовать оба подхода, чтобы увидеть истинную мощь своего снаряжения. Собирайте памятные вещи по всему Тедесу, чтобы улучшать мастерскую смотрителя. Благодаря улучшениям вам будет доступно больше зачарований, а у всего найденного и приобретенного оружия будет больше уровней мощности. Пока... Ну, я не знаю, пока я вообще ничего не хочу трогать, потому что обычно, чтобы что-то трогать, я это ищу. Какое-то крутое снаряжение, которое вот я вот точно буду носить и точно захочу улучшить. Я знаю, что у Неф никакого значка на карте нету, но мне просто интересно сходить. Может, все-таки есть какой-то диалог. Хотя с ней не очень люблю общаться, но ладно. Да. Без толку. Можно к Варику заглянуть попробовать. А это куда ведет? Сразу на второй этаж. О! Тут сундук был все время. Чтобы открыть проход в библиотеку, 3 пары должны встретиться лицом к лицу. 3 пары. А, 3 рычага где-то. Да нет, неправильно. Хрен его знает, о чем речь вообще. Взгляни на это место. Когда-то мы планировали здесь восстание. Говорили, что изменим будущее для всех эльфов, что свергнем тиранов. И мы сделали это. Теперь же путь наружу разрушен. Восстановить его, восстановить все Иллювианы будет непросто. Солос, если ты читаешь это, знай, я буду искать тебя, как в этом мире, так и в мире смертных. А пока постарайся не создавать слишком много проблем. 3 пары. Может, здесь не 3 статуи, а 6? Да. Все верно. Там вижу сундук еще. Кстати, а что здесь? Ну, наверное, кто-нибудь здесь появится когда-нибудь. Но выхода отсюда другого нету. Значит, надо как-то снаружи все делать. А, понял. О божественных повелениях?
That's the second. One more to go.
Блять, зачем такая долгая анимация подъема? Ужас какой. Кладовая. Новая область прям. Ну ничего себе. Нашел.
Okay, that did something.
И в итоге где что открылось? А, может, я открывал проход сюда или нет? Хуй его знает. О,
Oh, Rook! Hello! I've never seen an alluvium like this before. Not intact, anyways. Fascinating. Wait, if the magic is feeding back into itself... This thing's self-stabilizing! Sorry, didn't mean to yell. Soon as Illyrium cures, I should be able to fix this. Not entirely sure what will happen when I do, but I can see the flaw in the resonance, so whatever it's supposed to do, it's not currently doing. Can't rush this kind of thing, Rook. It'll be done when it's done. Sorry, Rook. I'm just in the middle of some calibrations. Didn't Nev want to talk to you? Sorry, Rook. I'm just in the middle
ура.
of some calibrations.
Я ждал, когда она начнет повторять фразы. Зачем делать столько фраз, блять, побочных? Хрен знает. Он все еще в отключке. Мне нужно посмотреть насчет... Это максимум был почти? 70? Подожди. Вы рофлите? Ой, не, здоровые бедра не нужны явно. Размер по... Ой. Что выпирало тоже не надо. Отлично. Ну, фиг знает. Какая-то небольшая разница. Ну, повыше я бы ее сделал. Мне кажется, она прям очень низкой. Пусть будет максимально высокой, какой может быть. Ну все. Ну, вроде заметно стало, что она повыше. То прям была очень низкой.
Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think. Nev or Harding must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
Зеркало для бритья Варика. Чё?
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Чё? Я нихуя не понимаю, что это за ответы. Я не разговариваю на языке этих покемонов. Я отлично выгляжу.
A damn good-looking hero, if I do say so.
Разложите памятные вещицы из своего прошлого.
Every time I look at this, I can hear that little girl thanking me for saving her village from Darkspawn. She said that since the Grey Wardens didn't have griffins anymore, I could have hers. If I hadn't been there, I'd never have met Varric. And never had to deal with the first warden complaining I ignored orders.
Мое решение было верным.
Doesn't matter what the first warden thinks. There's a little girl alive today because I attacked instead of waiting for reinforcements.
Древний эльфийский свиток.
A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back to even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us.
Боги осложнили ситуацию.
That history looked better before Elganon and Gillenane came back and started blighting everything.
Магический проект.
The ever-turning orb. My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent.
Училась я не очень прилежно.
Might have gone faster if I hadn't been exhausted from too many late-night escapades. Oh well, still got it done. Right, that's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or... Oh, relaxing. Maybe if I clear my mind...
Начните медитировать. Ну, погнали.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Did I overstate the danger?
Серьезно? Ты злорадствуешь?
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Причины нет, но я здесь.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
Ну и
Back in the
конечно.
Grey Wardens, I was with a group of recruits outside this village dealing with a Darkspawn incursion. Our orders were to wait for reinforcements, but we knew that by the time they arrived, everyone in that village would be dead.
So you led your team of recruits in any way, collapsing the tunnel and saving the village.
How do you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The Elven gods, as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
Чё там подробнее? Скверно еще больше?
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
Зачем осквернять мир?
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillinane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
Она не покинула тень.
The blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elganon and Gillinane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at the village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
Значит, мы их остановим.
Then we shut down whatever they need to do to free the blight.
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the blight's prison. My lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the blight is the first? What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not gonna bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
Agreed. Elganon and Gillinane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganon and Gillinane.
Звучит весело.
You want me to pick fights with tyrants and bullies? Sounds fun.
I gave no orders. All I offer are suggestions.
I'm on it. What else?
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Доступны новые предметы внешнего вида для вашего снаряжения. Вы можете посмотреть их в гардеробе в вашей комнате. Интересно. А. Так это от обычных доспехов. Блин, мне это тоже нравится. Давайте с этим походим. Для разнообразия. Блять, а капюшона не будет здесь? Жалко.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
Только если ты этого хочешь.
I'll get it done.
I never doubted it.
Harding might.
Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you lead a few misfit recruits and push back one of the biggest darkspawn hordes I've ever seen.
Just needed to find the right strategy.
And no other warden found it. You stopped that horde. Had to drop a town hall on it, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
Насчет ранения Хардинг.
There is something. When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Насчет соуса и ритуала.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus and the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
Нам нужна его помощь.
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You sent him to the wardens, right?
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
Ну, вроде обо всем поговорили.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
Блять, вся серия будет посвящена просто тому, что я со всеми разговариваю. Скучно.
Stop fussing over me. Go see what the others are up to.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, They're still here, but you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Ballara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the demon of Virantium.
Тебя это не смущает?
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
As long as he doesn't have a contract out on us, we're fine.
А мы поладим?
You think a trained killer will like us?
What's not to love? The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Давай.
As soon as possible.
I hadn't planned to dawdle.
You said the crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Они маги?
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
Твои друзья, наши друзья.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem, but they try.
So, we talked to the crows in Antiva and the shadow dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either, if Ballara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Блять, я с ума сойду, если самым симпатичным персонажем останется Хардинг. Но, естественно, я с ней не буду вести никакие отношения, блядь. Как карлик. Гном, ладно. Карлики вроде еще меньше.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I've got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion. There you have it. What is that place? If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Alluvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
Что интересно?
If you have an idea what that place is, Ballara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Alluvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
У нее голос классный.
It is alike, and it is not.
Кто ты?
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The wolf's fang. You carry it now.
А,
Old paths. a new journey through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more sad.
Одно другому не мешает.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
Вот
I
то-то же.
can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Alluvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Ну, мне не нравится Неф. Ну как, нравится меньше всего. Поэтому беру Хардинг, Белару и двигаю жопой дальше. То есть тут не будет свободного посещения мира, или как это понимать? Миров разных. Или попозже это откроется.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
А, ну вот, походу, перекрёсток. В разные миры, с которого можно попасть. Да. Точнее, в разные уголки мира. Ты будешь провожать нас?
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evanurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Доберитесь до Травиза или портового города. Продолжайте исследовать перекресток. Все понятно.
Light, roots and magical seals.
Блять, одежда полнит персонажа. Ну ладно. Я же, если что, могу просто костюм убрать, насколько я помню. Да. О. Так получше.
Can't travel this way.
The gods aren't taking any chances.
Это нечто невероятное. Обычные левианы Джуна работают благодаря парным фрагментам лириума. Один всегда придет другому. Но Солус как-то уговорил перекрёсток создать теневые левианы, которые могут соединиться с любыми из них. Его собственная сеть для нашего восстания. Главное не обращать внимания на россказни о том, что нельзя держать зеркала напротив друг друга, иначе навсегда окажешься в плену их отражения. Филосан.
Here, this dock seems sturdy. So you can ferry us to the other islands?
Winds await, dweller.
I'll take that as a yes.
We sail.
Ну погнали. Бля, уже скоро буду заканчивать, кстати. Всю серию просто проговорили. А началось самое интересное.
The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
So we're interlopers too?
Победите всех врагов. Класс.
The Fade Tear. That's where they're breaking through.
Gods and their fate tearing. Let's cut them off!
Watch ahead.
Gods and power! Strike again, fools!
О, за что? О, вот это красивое добивание. А чё раньше того не было? Блять, ничего не пойму. Раньше была анимация какая-то вообще бедная.
Well, that's a relief.
They crumble. More.
Looks like we're doing this!
Пока заперто. О, какой кайф, она быстро по лестнице забирается, блядь. Чуть не кончил, блядь, эта анимация. Потому что меня бесит во многих играх. Настолько медленно персонаж ползет по этой лестнице, что просто, блядь, умереть хочется. А здесь прям кайф. Просто кайф. Я сплю, но в этот раз я знаю об этом. Даже если бы не знала, я бы все равно поняла из окружения. И представить себе не могла подобное место. В городах полно людей, а пустой город — лишь обглоданные косточки после сытного обеда, напоминание от которого голодной женщине становится грустно. Сьюзен Кравицель, Круг Джейнен, 8:20 благословенного века. Что это за штука?
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Понятно. А там что? Просто ответвление небольшое.
What's this? It looks like an entryway. What's going on here?
That poor spirit's being held prisoner.
You're awake. How's your head? The guards really knocked you about.
Well, it's...
Do you remember our mission? Gillenane's lab. The wolf sent us to infiltrate her testing grounds. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but the wolf smuggled in help. A key. If you can fight, grab the key and we'll run for it. Just be ready for whatever the witch has in store.
It's like all she sees is another ancient elf. One of Solus's agents? This is a memory. We're seeing Solus's past.
Так, ну, давайте продолжим это дело уже в следующей серии. А на этом, пожалуй, все. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. А главное, комментируйте, чтобы я мог с вами общаться. До скорых встреч.